Good morning, traders. Welcome back to the Forex Showdown here at Traders Network Club. And I'm back for this week. I know I missed last week. Here to take down FxBigDog, our guest for the showdown, where we're gonna do some live trading. We got some pairs set up, about 5 pairs. We're gonna do some live trading. So stick around. And at the end of the session too, FxBigDog has a big announcement. So if you're brand new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and let's get started.
Alrighty. Cam, how are you doing?
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. For some reason, I've seen that they've got our thing all worked out weird here today. Let me see something here.
Good morning to John there as well. Good morning to Gary. Got some of the VIP members in the chat here.
All right, good stuff. Well, Cameron, it's good to be here, and I know we got some fireworks going on this morning. We got some things that we're going to go ahead and talk about. The first thing I want to go ahead and talk about this morning is of course the data that came out this week was pretty calm compared to the data that we got out last week. Last week we had a lot of fundamentals, rate decisions coming out. Now to next week we've got the very similar sort of action taking place next week. We've got some data coming out next week that's going to be important for traders to pay attention to, and that is, of course, we got the FOMC that comes out at on Monday, and there's a speech. Obviously, going to be based on the rate decision coming up in the next few weeks. Then we've got the cash rate for the Aussies, so they're going to keep their rates unchanged. We also have the New Zealand Reserve Bank of New Zealand. They're coming out next week as well. We don't know what they're going to do. It looks like they may just keep their rates also unchanged as well. ADP numbers is always going to be a price mover, and that is on Wednesday. And then, of course, Friday we have non-farm payroll. So we've got some good data coming out next week. Now, today we have some data coming out this morning. It is the revised consumer sentiment. That's going to be in the next 4 minutes or less than 4 minutes from now. So we're definitely going to get some movement out this morning as well. We did see some CPI data out in Europe come out weaker, which is good, because that would mean that come the next round of interest rates, they may go ahead and keep their rates unchanged as well. So a lot of great things happening in the market right here. We also see that there's some nice price movement in some of the Canadian crosses. We also see some nice price movement in the Swiss crosses, and so a good week of trading this week. We've really turned the table around, and this week we're looking pretty solid. Now, traders, I want you to stick around, because I am going to, like Cameron said, going to talk about something that's going to be really awesome for those traders that are looking to build up the trading account. You see right here, we got the track record showing around about a 5 to 6% return monthly that we've been doing. I'm going to talk about this in the middle of our session, so stick around, trader. But let's get into the trading this morning, and let's get cracking. So, Cameron, let's go ahead and start off with, you know what, I've got the New Zealand CAD open right here. I want to start off with the New Zealand CAD because we did in the flagship trade ideas, we were holding the New Zealand CAD, and I've been talking about New Zealand CAD going to a target of 81.88. And as we look at the daily time frame, we can certainly see we had this beautiful pattern forming right here. There was some buying opportunity down here. We did hold. And last night, I just got a little impatient with the trade, and I should have stuck around because we did blow through that level of resistance that we were struggling to break above, and that was around about 80.50. So at 80.50, we ended up closing out still about, I believe we closed out close to about 160 net pips on this trade. but it could have been a lot more if we held up here, because we did know that the market's going to this level. But this is the thing: as we get closer to the end of the month, and it is the last day today before we go into the weekend. So I wanted to go ahead and say, you know what, I just didn't want to go and hold on, and if it dipped back down again, because it was ranging inside this area right here, and I just didn't want to hold on to this over the weekend. I wanted to go ahead and close out, have a good month, and then start looking at the new month and some new trades. So, sometimes traders having a little bit of patience, all right, and we can say this for the CAD Swiss position that everyone's still holding on to, but having a little bit of patience really pays off. Now, granted, our strategy isn't really about holding on to positions, right? If you're following us and you follow our trade ideas, it's not really about holding on long-term positions. Sometimes we're forced to, but it's not really the game plan. That's not really the trading plan, is to hold on to these long-term positions, especially when we're in the money. When we're in the money, we're looking for short-term profits, and we want to get out because we want to look for the next opportunity, and we want to start trading the next opportunity, because the more trades we put in, the more profits we can make. Holding onto positions when the market's just waving in and out between support and resistance doesn't really pay us that well. It pays us better to be out of trades and in new trades on a regular basis as frequently as we can. So that's definitely not our game plan. But sometimes we are forced to, and when we are, we tend to hold on to a little bit longer because we're expecting price to go ahead and create new opportunities. Now let's go dive into the New Zealand CAD. What are we going to do on the New Zealand CAD this morning? Well, I'm looking at still 81.88 is the target. All right, so 81.88 is still my upside target. So which means that I've got to go down to my lower time frame right here, and FYI, everyone knows that I was targeting 80.67 for my trade. I end up closing up over here at around 80.56. That's where I end up closing out when the market tested it high. But anyway, the deal is this. I'm going to have to do some housekeeping over here. So let's do that. Let's go do some housekeeping. And I'm going to take a look at this last big move right here. And I'm going to move it all the way up to this point here. And what I noticed here is that we do have a 1.618 extension right here at 8104. So I'm actually expecting that the New Zealand CAD is going to correct itself. We're in an overbought condition. We see the price. So this is the thing. We have to look at this and go, okay, so how do I want to trade it? Do I want to continue with the trend, which means that we're going to be bullish? Or do I go bearish because there's about a 60 pip downside move, so making 20 pips should be easy. Well, this is where traders we have to make that decision. Do we believe that resistance is going to hold and it's going to sell off, or do we say, well, no, I'm going to stand aside, not trade, and then wait for price to pull back and then go ahead and buy? So we can do this. We can wait for price to come down, then buy, or we can go ahead and sell right here and trade this retracement, or we can simply go ahead and say, well, let's stick with the trend. And that would mean, traders, that if we buy right here, buy here, and the market does pull back, it's okay because we're in the direction of the trend. So which means that we might pick up some more positions, but overall, we are going to make some profit. Now, we can also do this and say, well, if I sell, then I've got to look at this as the next upward swing. And if I sell, then how far can the market go back up north? Well, the market could go all the way up here, which means that we could probably see price moving up another, call it 46 pips. So which means that we'll get in some positions again, but eventually it'll come back down, because this is what we should expect the market to do. We should expect the market to go ahead and create this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So when we go, so if it fails here, it's gonna come back in a retracement mood at some time. What goes up must come down. So with that being said, Cameron, I think I'm going to trade against the trend at the moment right now. Look for this correction move. Sell New Zealand CAD right now. And by the way, traders, if you look inside the description of the YouTube channel, you can see that there is a link there. That link is to our Telegram channel where we give out free trade ideas on things that we do here in the show. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, make sure you go ahead and check out the Telegram link down below. Now, something real exciting. These trade ideas that you're getting, that we're doing here on a Friday, you're going to be able to get that with a trade replicator. We are going to be able to have our trade ideas so that you can go ahead and connect to it. We're going to give you that absolutely free. There's a bunch of these things that are good. Let me talk about it later because I'm maybe letting the cat out of the bag too early here. So not just that, but there's a couple of other trade ideas that we're going to be giving out for the next 3 months, because we're currently setting up. Oh, there I go again, Cam. Letting the cat out of the bag again. All right, hold on. Let me wait for the moment. All right. In any case, we're selling on the CAD, the New Zealand CAD. All right, selling the New Zealand CAD. Cam, do you want to take on? What do you want to take on? Aussie CAD.
Yeah. I'll take it over Aussie CAD just because we're holding 5 positions in there with the VIP. So yeah, I'll take that.
All right. So get your screen up.
Yeah. And I mean I like exactly what you were saying there with the New Zealand CAD. Definitely playing this correction move. Seeing this big move, this rally we had here, from all the way from the start of this buying pressure to this high. I definitely like playing this correction, as I like to see price move back into my retracement zone, which is actually a nice resistance level here, which can create some support. But so I do like that. There's a lot of room for that downside move, and that's exactly what I might be doing in the Aussie CAD as well. Now we're in 5 positions in the VIP. Got in that sell a little early, but that's fine because we went ahead and dollar cost average 5 positions, and we could even look to target more than 20 net pips, depending on our target here. So looking at this this rally that we had here, and I like price. I wanted price to come back here and touch this resistance. It's pretty close to resistance. Maybe we get a couple more pips to the upside here. But right now you can see it's consolidating a little bit here, looking at the 1 hour. Got this divergence setting up here. So definitely looking for some correction. Just like Big Dog was saying, what comes up needs to come down. So definitely going to play this correction move. But I'm going to take my fibs from this buying pressure to this high. And I want to look and say, okay, I'd like to see price retrace back into consolidation here, where we have some consolidation, even some support here as well. This is a nice retracement zone for where I want to target. And because we're in 5 positions here, um, 5 positions, we could target about 25 to 30 pips here. And these are gross pips. So with 5 positions, we can target about 100 to 150 pips net, right? So definitely going to be adjusting my take profit target there. And we could talk about that on Monday during the VIP session. But for right now, I'm taking a sell because I'm expecting some correction. So
All right, cool. And I trust that is going to be the case as well. So let's jump in while you putting that one in there. Let's jump into another trade that is a counter sort of move. This is the Aussie New Zealand dollar. So Cameron and I just went in both short on the New Zealand CAD, but at some point either Aussie or New Zealand is going to be stronger than each other, right? We got both of them that are either going to be strong or weak, or they're going to be both weak. If they are, then they're going to be sitting sideways. But so I look at the Aussie New Zealand dollar right here, and I'm looking for a trade on this as well. And so taking a look at the daily time frame right here, and I'm just going to do some housekeeping here on this chart right here a little bit. So let me do some housekeeping here. And let's do this right here. Get a couple of things in here that I need to just do before I... Let's do that. Let's do this as well. And then I'm just going to do this quickly here. All right, perfect. All right, so this is the thing right here. If I look at the Aussie New Zealand dollar right here, I notice that it did break through this trend line. But keep in mind, traders, that the market's making patterns all the time. And we've got to pay attention to these patterns, because it's those patterns that help us to be able to make decisions whether we buy or sell in a certain currency pair. Now, according to the Aussie New Zealand dollar rate here, we had a downward swing. Market came back to this support level, which was, by the way, the low of the swing. It had a previous highs there that also created. We had a big bullish candle that closed out, and price went and retested this bullish candle. Traders, when you see this with close to an oversold condition right here at support, it screams out one thing and one thing only: buy, buy, buy. Right? All right. And so if I go down to my lower time frame and I take a look at my lower time frame, let's do some housekeeping on this chart because we don't need to have this much information on the chart. And I look over here and I see, oh, we got a pivot point, a weekly pivot point. We're certainly not going to reach that for the day, but I do realize that we're trending down. But I've got this this swing that's up here. In fact, if I bring it to that low, we have a little bit of support coming off over here as well. Support is not a surprise. It's not support and resistance, not a defined price as an area. So we've got an area of support there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bank on Aussie actually strengthening more than New Zealand dollar and start seeing this rally. And if it does, we should see the market going back to retest that level, which is 29 pips. It can go up here to 33 pips. So, Cameron, I think we're going to go long Aussie New Zealand dollar.
Okay.
All right, perfect. All right, so we're long on Aussie New Zealand dollar. Once again, traders, if you want to check out the Telegram channel down below inside the YouTube channel, you can get all these trade ideas that we're doing. And remember, traders, these trade ideas are here for educational purposes only. All right, so make sure that you understand that. And also, before we go ahead and move on to our next next currency pair, let's go ahead and show appreciation to our sponsor for this video. All right, looks like we almost put an end to this video. All right, so ACAP, if you guys do not have a broker that you're looking for, then make sure you check out ACAP because traders, the deal that we're going to be talking about after Cameron's trade setup on the next currency pair is going to involve using one of our sponsored brokers. And I'm going to show you how to get to that in a minute. Cameron, let's go ahead and flip over to your chart and talk about the next currency pair.
All right. So we got the USD CAD and the Euro US dollar. I guess I'll jump in the USD CAD. By the way, VIP members, I think we closed the USD CAD this morning, 100 net pips. So we're out of that trade because we were selling. And we caught this correction, so we got in some positions here, and then we closed out here on this dip. So this is what I'm still anticipating. What I've mentioned in the VIP is that we're on this bearish move. I think this was just a correction, and now we're looking for this counter trend breakout, which we had a nice little breakout here, as you can see, a nice dip below this trend line. And price is just retracing back up right now. I think price is just retracing maybe to grab some liquidity to continue to fall, continue to go bearish. So I think what we're going to do is I don't know if I want to play this retracement. I think price is coming back up here to maybe just grab some liquidity at this resistance and support. There's just some consolidation as well in this area. So I think price is just retracing a little bit here, and it's going to continue to move bearish. So I think I want to stay on the bearish side, and I don't want to go ahead and play this retracement. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and sell USD CAD just because I'm expecting price to continue to fall. Just as right now, we could see price maybe move a couple more pips here. I mean, it could move about 20 to 25 pips. It could definitely move, and that could go ahead and close me out on a quick buy. But I'd rather be on the bearish side here just because when I see a counter trend breakout, I'm expecting price to fall pretty strong, especially this demand level right here is where I'm anticipating price to go to. So I think I'm gonna stick with the bear shot. I mean, do you think we can flip a quick buy on this big dog, or do you think it's safer to just wait for price to retrace and play the sell?
You know what? I like that. I like that sort of chatter that you've had now around what the dollar could do. And I think the most important thing we should do here, Cam, is let's jump into the dollar before you make that decision, because the next currency pair coming up will be the euro US dollar. So they're all dollar crosses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this as we look at the dollar right here. Let's break the dollar down, because the dollar is really going to be the price mover that we're going to have to start paying attention to. So if I look at the dollar right here on the daily time frame, what can we take from this? I mean, if you look at the charts, what are you really seeing here? Well, first, number one, I see that the market did create this downward swing. We are in this in this sort of this is actually let me see if I can put some drawings on here. This is actually a bit of consolidation right here. There, all right, we got bottoms there, and then we got a top here, and now we broke out of this right about there. We broke out of this. So if I look at this and I look and say, okay, if this is 1, this is 2, then this must be 3 down here, and then this must be 4 up here. This means that this could be a false breakout. So what I'm looking for right here is I'm looking at the pattern. And the fact that the dollar has gone ahead and broken out of this falling wedge, broken out to the upside, and then, so this is a rising wedge, broke up to the upside, and then turned around and came back into the actual trend line, tells me that dollar's going to fall even more. So just based on this pattern alone right here, this is telling me that dollar may start seeing price action moving down lower. And so I think that if we go to the US dollar CAD, is that the pair you're looking at, right? US dollar CAD?
Yeah.
And you look at this right here, let's try and define what this is telling us right here. So if I go ahead and take out the chart, then I do look at this though, Cam. I look at this as we have the market creating this wave structure. This resistance right here at 3,500 is certainly holding, but this candle, this scares a lot of people to think bearish, right? I mean, that does. If you look at it, you go, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I mean, to sell that, if you were a seller right now and you saw this candle like it is, you'd be extremely concerned about your trade. But this is the thing. We have to go down to the lower time frame to understand what's going on, because remember, this candle could eventually close out down here for the day, because it's still an active daily candle. And so if I look at this right here and I'll go down to, let's say, 15-minute time frame, I mean, let's get nitty gritty. And I'll go to the 15 right here and I pull up the 15, compress it a little bit, and I go, all right, so let's see here. We had a pattern. And FYI, this is what it looks like right here. We had a pattern setting up where price created a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if we take that into consideration and we go ahead and connect the dots, this would be a break of that resistance right there. So which means that if we pay attention to the details here, then this would be our wave 1 going down right here. And this would be our wave 2, or at least our wave 3. Now, this is what really makes traders concerned, is that we've moved into wave 1 right here. So if we look at this and we go, okay, if this is wave 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4 should be here. Then 5 should be there. So the fact that we've gone inside wave 1 makes traders nervous. Now, we trade for 20 pips, right? So how far is it now to go back to retest that level? 24 pips. And let's say the market doesn't go down and goes up north, and it breaks through here, we're going to go ahead and pick up another trade when it takes out the high. Once the bulls score a point, we have pullback. So whether we're trading short or trading long, it doesn't really matter. What matters here is how do we expect the market to play out. I think a quick short on this is definitely in the cards. I think taking a short on the US dollar CAD camera is perfect. I think you're right on the money on that, because I think that we're going to come back to retest 34.70 again, and we're trading at 34.90. So 20 pips is there. All right, we should be able to grab 20 pips. And if it does go a little bit bullish right here, I think the dollar overall is bearish. And I don't mind riding the wave up. I want to stay on the right side of the trend, which is going to be bearish. So hopefully that answers your question right there. Taking on a sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it, yeah.
I agree.
And we're starting, and I'm seeing a little bit of more, retracement as this price is moving up. So it's giving me a better entry as I was waiting there. But yeah, I think we hit on the spot there. We're gonna go and sell here on the USD CAD.
Yeah, and it's running into noise here as well, right? It's running into noise right here. So it doesn't matter what the markets are doing here. I think, and what just came out, we had, of course, data. All right, let's see the data here quickly here. We had consumer sentiment that came out here. And consumer sentiment came up higher. So listen, yeah, I have got no idea how anyone would have a positive outlook on the dollar right now. In fact, out in the U.S. economy right now, there's too many things right now that doesn't seem great. The fact that we've seen this number at 68, I think it's fake news. I really do. I think this is just a whipsaw action. I think that this rally we've seen is fake. I think it's fake. So, are we in? Yes, we are. We got 95. So 34.95. So traders, we got 34.95. We're selling at 34.95, and we definitely got room for price to go down to 34.70 again. Now, if it goes up, remember traders, if it goes up, we're always prepared for the alternative. So which means we will look at the alternative. And the great thing about trading is this. All right, the great thing about trading is this, is that, oh, hold on, I gotta do this. Give me 1 second. I gotta give us another page here. The great thing about trading is this, is that when price is waving down, and if it fails, if we're expecting price to go down here and it fails, what's the alternative? Well, this is what we expected price to do. So the alternative is now this. So what goes up must come down, and what goes down must come up, and that's exactly how it is. So if the market fails here and takes out the high, guess what? All we're doing is starting an upward swing. So if we cost average with good precision at levels of resistance, we know that when price comes back down, we can profit on the trade. So we can be wrong, but be right at the same time. You've just got to be able to manage the risk correctly and manage where you enter in the market. But also, more importantly, you have to understand what the markets are telling you so that you can make the right decision and understand that if things go wrong, where are you placed in the market, and how can you adjust according to the new market direction. Very important right there, traders. All right, moving on. Euro, US dollar. I'm going to jump on this because clearly there's some stronger move based on the sentiment that came out. So Euro, US dollar right here. Let's go take a look over here. Now, this is the last currency pair of the morning that we're going to be talking about. Now, before we go ahead and talk about this, what I'd like to do is I'd like to go ahead and have a conversation about something that we're going to be releasing very soon. So, guys, make sure you stick around. For those that don't know, we've got in Traders Network Club, we've got multiple products that you can follow, multiple trade ideas that you can follow. In fact, if you go to our professional, go to a website, click onto pricing, then look at the professional right here under read more. If you click onto that, it's going to open up another window here, and this is going to show you all our different trade ideas that we're offering. The one thing that traders have failed to look at, in fact, many traders have gone, oh, I didn't realize you got the Pip Hunter Trio. Well, the Pip Hunter Trio has been performing. You know, we said that the trading performance is going to be anywhere between 5 to 7% per month. This is when we released the product. And if you actually take a look at the trading results, this is the trading results for the last 4 months, in fact, 5 months. And you can see right here that we have been averaging. We had one slow month, but averaging between 5 to 7% a month. All right, so 5 to 7% a month. So it's been averaging in that range. So we've kept to what we've been targeting for the month. The biggest thing right here is, and this is what really is exciting, is that this product was funded with just $1,000. We did this specifically because we want to help those traders that have small trading accounts. All right, and we opened up with 1,000, and since then, that's the only deposit that is being put in there. So, which means, traders, that since we've launched the product, the way that we've managed the risk based off $1,000 trading account, you've never run into equity issues, and we've been managing to make anywhere between 5 to 7% per month running. So this is great. But I know this for a fact that traders with $1,000, sometimes they struggle to make the monthly payments to keep these subscriptions. So this is what we're going to do. It's not going to be today. It may be next week, but you need to make sure that you stick around and follow us on the Traders Network Club Telegram channel. All right. So check out the description down below. Get onto the Traders Network Club Telegram channel, because we're going to release where you can sign up. There will be a small registration cost, but you will get access to this and other strategies that we are going to include for absolutely free for the next 3 months. Which means, traders, we're giving you a Christmas bonus because we want to help you guys grow your portfolio. This is what Traders Network Clubs is all about. We want to help you grow your portfolio. So we're going to be giving you some free access to some of our what we call our beta testing products. But the Pip Hunter Trio has actually been going for the last 5 months and shown a pretty good track record so far. But this is an opportunity for you to be able to get in and go ahead and take advantage of this opportunity. So make sure that you're following us on Traders Network Club Telegram channel. It is in the description down below, because we're going to be releasing a trading platform that we're going to be giving 3 months free access. And guess what, traders? If we have a good, solid response on this, we may even extend that. All right, we may even extend that. So this is the deal. These are the brokers right here. As I mentioned earlier on, ACAP is one of them. SCM is another. Here's the link. Start opening up trading accounts now. Go ahead and get yourself ready, because this is going to be for a limited amount of students. So we're only going to allow this for a limited amount of students. So make sure that you go ahead and get your link. Click on the link, open up an account. And when you do that, when we release it, it's going to be available. This is going to be available to our preferred brokers. All right. So make sure that you go ahead and get connected. All right. Now, with that being said, last currency pair we're going to talk about today is the Euro US dollar. And I got 4 minutes before I got to cut loose. So if we're looking at the Euro US dollar right here, and you see that we have the market creating this upward trend. The question here is, where is the Euro US dollar going to? Well, if I go to the daily time frame right here, what I've noticed right here on the daily time frame is that we had a structure, all right? And this structure is creating an opportunity. This is what it looks like right here. We had the market creating this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is a bearish. It's actually a bullish pattern, but it's a falling wedge. And what it did is it's gone ahead and traded back inside this trend line. Remember, we saw this on the dollar. Well, this is happening on the Euro US dollar too. It traded back in this trend line. So we're expecting, based off an oversold condition, expecting price to continue, and we're actually chasing after 1.0772. That's the upside target. So now what we do is I'm going to go down to the lower time frame right here. I'm going to just pull up this right here, and I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, So based on what I'm seeing here, I'm starting to see price waving up. So this is a retracement move. And there's a good chance that maybe price is going to come back to want to take out that low. And if it does, that means we could see the market dropping back another 20 pips. So right now, I believe is the ideal place to want to go ahead and be long on euro US dollar. So while it's in this retracement move, we can then go ahead and get in with our first entry. We may see the market dropping back down. In fact, it'll come back down maybe to 538 and then turn around and start heading back up north because it's chasing after 698 right here. That is going to be the upside target. So buying on the dips right now is a way for us to get in early before the market starts taking off towards the 1.0698 level. So Cameron, we're buying on the Euro USD right now. All right.
All right.
We are
Love it.
done. All right, traders. I believe Cameron has something to announce about his room coming. He's got his room coming up on Monday for traders that want to join. Right, Cam? So if Cameron traders want to join your trading room, you start Monday.
Yep, VIP. Every Monday to Thursday, live sessions. Connect to the Discord. You guys have heard from the VIP members having a good time, so come and join us. We'd love to have you. Everything's on our website there in the Starter Pro. So go ahead and just go to our website, click on the Starter Pro membership, and if you guys want to join the community and be part of this this group that we're putting together, come ahead.
Awesome. Well, great stuff, guys. A lot of good things happening. Good luck with your trading. Have a fantastic weekend. Good luck with your trading, and we'll see you guys back again next week. And make sure, traders, if you haven't already, check out the description down below. Get onto that Telegram channel. It's Traders Network Club. Big things are happening over the next 3 months, and you want to be part of that. So join the community. This is FxBigDog, wishing you peace, joy, and successful trading. Until next time, traders, happy trading.